Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now tuned in to another episode of the Melanated Hypothesis podcast with your girl, the compassion coach, ToriV. And I have been thinking, honey. So let's talk about it, okay? Woo woo. So I'm excited because I haven't done a singular solo episode in a few weeks, and that's my business. Like, I'm just gonna be real with you. That's my business because this is my hypothesis, and I really want to put more energy on other people, but at the same time work through my own stuff because we're here healing in real time. Because if I didn't say that, we are here becoming who we're destined to be. So let me make sure I put that in there as well. And becoming who we're destined to be means really doing the character inner work. So some weeks I have to really sit on whatever it is I'm working on, and then I can come back and be like, okay, so boom, this is what happened, this is what I realized, and this is what, whatever, whatever. And I just did a really, really dope. Let me breathe because I'm excited and I just don't want to lose you. Okay, I just don't want to lose you. But I was just talking to some amazing women, and I realized that okay, there is a super aware. Like I don't have to keep feeling crazy because I'm aware. I see stuff. And so some people will see my awareness and feel like I'm judging because they don't have awareness of their emotions or actions and actually why they're doing the thing, why they're behaving in those ways. Because our thoughts, actions, and behaviors are connected. And if that's the case, then we should be able to trace it back to a thought that you had or a self limiting belief or some type of trauma, wound, or something. So, anyway, if you were watching, or I don't know, we're going to release this dope healing talk I did with some amazing women. I'm going to release that because it's kind of like a panel talk-ish type of thing. I don't know, but really what it shows you is the emotional healing workshops that I'm about to get into. So I'm really excited to announce that they're interactive inner emotional healing workshops. Strictly emotional healing, strictly emotional healing, strictly emotional healing. You cannot see it, right? And it's us doing the inner work together and having a space to be able to vent about the things that we're struggling with in doing that work, and having like-minded people on that journey with you that you can refer to as needed. So I'm really excited to create this space. And so I just wanted to come in and let you know because it's coming out. If you haven't seen the poster, it's out, or it should be out by the time you see this because the posters are already made. The posters are already made. Um, I'm pretty sure you can tap the link in the bio of wherever you're watching or listening to this to sign up, because the biggest thing, like the title of this video, we living in a world with no emotion. We're living in a world. I don't be looking at the camera. I'm sorry, but we're living in a world with no emotion. A world where, like, I had to jump in on the McDonald's thing. On one hand, you have to have your boundaries. No, if that was my brother, if that was Mariah, I don't like. She's not finna buy all Nick kids food. That's the point there. If that was my brother, no, bro, you cannot. Obviously, y'all broke up for a reason. It's not your responsibility to always buy this lady's food or kids' food. Even though we have emotion and empathy, we have to have boundaries, right? So maybe if I bring my son food 4 days out the week, maybe 2 days I'll bring food for everyone. Maybe one day I'll bring enough for him to kind of share, right? And maybe the other day it's just no, that's for him. That's something that he deserves for himself. And that's it. That's he. Yeah, you feel me? So I have to be able to have boundaries, and I have to be able to teach my child to have boundaries. Hey, no, this is for me today. Hey, y'all was cool with me, so I'm going to hand this out to you, whatever the case may be. But boundaries, right? That's number one. Because a lot of times we are out here, especially people who identify as an empath, we're out here getting our feelings hurt. We're out here giving too much of ourselves, overextending ourselves simply because we want to fit in, simply because we want to nurture. We are nurturers, so we feel like we should nurture everyone, and we don't have the boundaries or the discernment to know who is not worth that nurturing. And when I said discernment, this was just recording for 4 minutes and 44 seconds, so I know I'm on something. So listen, it's a journey and a process. being in this world, developing your character, because we a lot of times our circumstances, our culture kind of take out the character. Like we got character, but it's not good character. Like it's not integrity. Or we want loyalty. We need loyalty. We value loyalty, but we're not loyal. Or understanding that if I'm living in the moment, I'm loyal to the moment. That may not be you all the time. Maybe you switch up and you become something different. Sometimes that being loyal takes away from growth, because if I'm loyal to the streets, I can never leave it. I can never grow from it. I can never see it as something I don't want to do anymore. If that's the case, then I'm not loyal anymore. And sometimes that can put my life in jeopardy. Boundaries, right? When we have people that belittle us and talk down to us because we want to do something different, we want to be plant-based. You know what I'm saying? Back when I started being plant-based, I didn't start it'd be like double dutch for me, boy. I'd be, you know what I'm saying? But when I went to Atlanta, when I started dating, that's when it started winging off, because I was with somebody. I dated somebody. I got in a relationship with somebody who was not on my right path. They weren't like-minded. It was just somebody. I legit got in a relationship with somebody. They were showing me attention, and I was doing what I call whole things. And I'm whole things, okay? I'm a that's probably going to be the name of the book, whole things, okay? And it doesn't have anything to do with sex. It's about how desperate you are as a woman who doesn't know your self-worth. Like, you finna do whatever for this dude. He finna use the car, you feel me? He got the EBT card, bro. He know the code. Like, whatever it is that you do particularly, I don't know. But for me, um, I wasn't trying to let nobody drive my car. I was driving the car, and I was driving him around, right? And it's just like, nobody deserves, like I deserve more. Like, he should be picking me up. You get what I'm saying? Like, dudes be mad. They be feeling like girls are masculine now. You in our car. Go get your own car, bro. Like, you in my shit, okay? We bumping Nipsey. What do you want me to say at this point? Like, you feel me? It just, this is my house. Like, and then get mad when you say this is my house. What are you paying the bill, or just, you get what I'm saying? And so, one, I don't want to be that type of person that's throwing stuff in the face, because even if my dude is bad, like if he's making money and he's a provider and something happens and he can't do it right now, but I know that's his spirit. Like, I don't want to be like, well, this my house. I mean, I'm saying though, you ain't paid no bills and he's sitting up there with a broke leg. Like, I don't want to be that person either. So it's really understanding myself and having boundaries for myself, knowing that the type of person that I'm with, they have the character of a provider, if that's what I want. If I'm a 50-50 type of girl, then knowing that this person is going to actually stand on their word of being 50-50. That one of the things with my ex, he said, oh yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm at least trying to meet him halfway. Like, because really, I want you to be a provider. Like, let me take what you provide and amplify it, okay? I'm not trying to be out here. If we both working, how we going to monetize and grow this thing? Like, I don't know. I'll be different on it. But anyway, child. So, taking that, and I'm just gonna go. This is just a flow video. Like, I don't got no notes. I was just talking. I'm hyped, and I feel it in my spirit. I'm gonna just ask God, just on top of everything, like, Creator, speak through me, because I be way out there. So reel me back in if you need to. But anyway, I just I am in a beautiful place where I feel like, excuse me, I feel like I'm I'm not caring anymore. So I've been wanting to help people kind of see their self and develop their character and their skills. And when I talk about the character, I was giving an analogy, but I forgot what it was at this point. But when I'm talking about character, I'm talking about um, your self-awareness. I'm talking about management skills, time management, dealing with social anxiety, FOMO, fear of missing out, uh, like really what's the word? Like, getting under your own skin. Like, why do you need to be clingy all the time? Um, Unwrapping your codependency issues, your abandonment issues. What kind of attachment style do you have? Me bringing on therapists who can come and speak, and will talk to you and say, hey, these are the things, and give you information and give you a little master class about what you're going through. Like this, I want to bring solutions, okay? Like I want to bring solutions because sometimes we need therapy to come to us. And so if I can bring a form of holistic therapy where there is a mesh between science, understanding self, body, the brain, neuroscience, spirituality, the science aspect of mental health and getting real mental. Oh, I was like, what the fuck is that? Okay. Getting real mental health professionals to come in and speak to us and tell us and answer questions and help us on our journey, because nobody can guide us better than us, essentially. But we can have people that help us stay forward. No, like I was pressing the button. We can help people help us stay on our journey, stay accountable. And so that is what I want to do. Like I've been known to travel across state lines, drive hours. Okay. I'm talking about Atlanta to like Charlotte to take people to interviews, job interviews. I'm talking Atlanta to Texas to take people to job interviews. So I've been on that side where I was a people pleaser, but also wanting to actually genuinely love and care for people. Like that's a big thing. So being able to create this safe space, super important. But anyway, we live in this world where emotions, like we got this what's that damn movie called, Paid in Full kind of view on life. Like niggas die every day, be like we don't even, we don't even consider how it will make someone feel if we or how it'll make other people feel, that the person's family members, if we take this person life, if we disengage with this person, if we don't communicate, instead of us fixing ourselves so that we can be presentable, we put the blame on everyone else. And I'm just here to say that it's time to stop that. We need to be more accountable for ourselves. And that means being able to tap into our emotions. That means being able to understand that shame is going to come up when we feel like we didn't do something, or if somebody did something to us that we can't quite fathom. That shame might come up, but that's not our shame. Taking data for when we feel something and understanding that, okay, I feel this way. This is something that actually happened. This is the reality of the matter. And understanding that, all right, I came off this way to these people I didn't mean to, and being able to hold myself accountable, or saying I was supposed to do this or show up in this way and I didn't. Whatever the case may be, right? Having compassion. A lot of times we don't have compassion for the world that we live in anymore. We just expect everybody to have compassion for us. And I've even been a victim, or was not a victim, but a perpetrator. I don't know. To that, like I've not not giving as much compassion as I wanted to receive. And one of the reasons being because a lot of times on my journey, I meet people who maybe their dynamic is not the same as mine in the sense of self-awareness. Maybe they're not as self-aware as I am. So when I feel like I'm trying to beat the horse, into you, but you just don't understand where I'm coming from yet. You can't fathom what I'm talking about. And so instead of me having compassion, knowing that you don't know what I'm talking about, I may get frustrated thinking like, well, I didn't know what I was talking about one time either, but I went and learned. So in my head, I'll feel like sometimes that the person hasn't done their due diligence the way that they need to get the information. But I can't think like that. I literally have to have emotion and have compassion. And that's why I do the podcast. That's why I'm creating these spaces. That's why I'm writing all these books, because I'm like, okay, well, I was a seeker. Everybody is not a seeker. Like I was going to find the information. Like it was going to be me or me. Like it wasn't, you feel me? Like I'm not going to die not knowing what's going on. Like I'm going to have some idea. And my great grandkids is going to get these stories, baby. Like it was, you know what I'm saying? And that's just me. Everybody's not like that. So people 40, 50 years old and they just get understanding that it's a box in the game. Like it's a matrix and it's a bunch of rules that somebody said mattered, but they really don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody doesn't get that. some people can't fathom that. Some people understand it, but they're really afraid of the law. They're really afraid of the rules and what could happen, or whatever the case may be. Some people don't feel protected. When you're in your emotions, and especially when you start to really truly connect to yourself and your creator, you feel protected. It's not like, if you ever hear a Muslim or like Kevin Gates talk about moving about because you feel protected. Like, I know that I know that I'm protected. So I'm gonna say what I want. Like, I'm gonna say what I want, okay? And should you feel the need, right, to step to me, I'm gonna defend myself, okay? By any means necessary, but I don't mess with nobody. So if I had to defend myself, I had to defend myself. Like, you get what I'm saying? But getting to the point of that, and not just defending yourself because I was triggered, or trauma made me do it, or whatever the case may be, like, that's real work. That's real work to move about and to know, like, I don't mess with anybody, but I'm protected in this area. So I'm going to say the things that I need to say, and everybody's not going to like it. That takes growth. And not be upset when somebody say something poor to you. That takes real growth. That takes real inner work. So I'm still working, but I also have reached a level where I know the work. I've been doing the work so long that it's starting to stick now, right? And so now it's like, all right, well, I can help people. Now maybe I'm on level 5, I can help people on level 1 through 4. And so that's what I plan to do. And then those people who want to journey with me, let's just grow together. I'm on level 6, you on level 2. I'm on level, you get what I'm saying? Like, let's continue to grow. If you should out level me, then cool. Teach me something. I want to know. I like mirrors. I like people to fix my crown. If I'm the picture, I need a frame, baby. I need some frames to look at me. A lot of times we say, hey, the picture, you on the outside looking in. You don't know. You on the outside looking in. Like, some nigga, you on the inside and don't know. Like, you on the inside and don't know. So sometimes it's okay for the frame to be like, hey, that probably not how you were trying to sound. It's not coming off from where I'm standing, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we need those bumpers, but a lot of times people don't want you to hear what they got to say. Sometimes my experiences may help explain the experience that you're going through in the house a lot better, right? Because I've already been there and done that. Or simply because I can see differently. Now, it's not always the case. We got to put things into concepts and understand the whole inner workings of things. But sometimes, especially if you're a close member, sometimes you can kind of see what's going on. The picture does need the frame to explain some things from outside of the picture. So it's all about perspective. If your perspective is scarcity and victim, you know, then you feel like you're being judged, everybody's trying to get you, somebody's calling you wrong. That's a trauma response. Like, somebody has done it before, so now you think that it's always the case, and it's not. You literally are going to have to decide to take things differently. You're going to have to decide to be someone different. It's not just going to happen. 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 Tapping into our emotions, bro. Listen, Linda, listen. It hasn't been a easy process for me to become disciplined over my emotions. It's still an everyday thing. Like, I'm good when I'm good, but if I'm bad, y'all bad, be safe, y'all. Like, I don't know. Just it's like Kanye got some lyrics when he like, something don't make me upset. I forgot what he said on off the grid at the end. But yeah, like, please. Only you can prevent forest fires. Like, it's quite simple. And it really just boils down to all of us being self-aware for our emotions so that we can manage our emotions, or see when somebody else is about to lose theirs. Like, okay, I'm not going to provoke them because that's going to cause a problem and I want peace in my life. But some people like to provoke. They see you getting upset and they want to push you. You ever had somebody in your face be like, hit me? And then when you hit them, then it's a problem. Like, well, you was in my personal space and I felt threatened. So what did you expect to happen? And then, like, if you want to say hit me, be ready, motherfucker. Like, fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? I was doing all this restraint while you talking, and now you done push your shit up against my belly. It's on. I'm saying it's on. Okay, and that takes healing. It takes healing for somebody to be this close. My belly stick out a little bit, okay? And you get this close to me. I done had people get this close to me. My belly been this way my whole life, okay? So it don't really matter how at what age you was talking about, but you right up here in my face and your shit hit my belly. You touched me. You touched me, okay? Right? And you was making all them threats. I don't make threats. I tell you what's finna happen. I make premonitions or something. I don't know what that is, but all of those things are the things that I had to heal from. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Like, it's typical. This is the world that we grow up in. Somebody hits you, you hit them back. Not have compassion for whatever they're going through. Understand that maybe they didn't get it. And so they needed you to just have a little patience with them. Maybe they come from a stressful environment at their house and now they pulling up at the school or the job and they projecting it all on you. You having enough emotional intelligence to know that they ain't got nothing to do with me. There's something going on with their mental health. Too many times I didn't realize that. I thought that they were fucking. They are fucking with me. Like, they are fucking with me. Now I gotta turn up and show them who boss. Right? So many times have I been taken out of my feminine energy where, like, I have a squeaky voice, okay? Like, that's just what it is. When I get mad, I start sounding like a New Yorker, okay? But otherwise, my voice is what we have here, okay? Whatever is given right now, this is me, okay? I have a squeaky voice. Don't let me get excited. It's gonna go out. It's gonna go out. Like, you know what I mean? So thinking about that in conflict, I know people are what's the word? Doubting me or whatnot. They're taking advantage of me. That's not the word I'm thinking about. Taking me for granted. That's not the word either. But basically, they're trying to play me. They think they're trying to punk me. They think that I'm not. You know what I mean? So I'm quiet. I don't put up a lot of. I say what I gotta say, then I watch your ass. Like, I'm not. You know what I mean? So when you think about that situation, somebody comes and they try to play me or they try to punk me or something, and then I pop off. Like, I really got to pop off. Like, that shit got to pop off with smoke. You feel me? Like, it got to pop off like champagne, baby, bubbly. Like, it got to pop off, right? But that's taking myself out of my feminine energy. So now I'm in my masculine energy. That's not where I wanted to be. A lot of times, I was feeling unsafe by around men. So I would be trying to act more tougher than him so that he would leave me alone, right? But all that did was make him leave me alone. But in my head, I don't want to be with anybody that I feel the need to have to get my masculine. If I have to get mad and get bulk, then that meant that I didn't feel safe. So I had to put on this armor to not feel safe. And so I've done that with a few guys. And I realized, okay, there was no emotion in those situations. They didn't see me as a person. They didn't respect me. They just sexualized my body and my curves. Whatever the case may be, my lips, whatever it is, they didn't see me. And I want to be seen, right? I want to give my body and my thoughts and my energy to somebody who loves and cares about me, right? So understanding that, not seeing that as rejection, right? Because a lot of times we see something as rejection, we get upset, we get in our feelings, and then we go no emotion, we suppress it. It's about having the mentality to understand that, hey, this rejection was really protection for me. This was time for me to be in a single season, to ground myself better, to define my boundaries better, to know myself better, to connect with myself. So constantly, you'll see me making ways and solutions and opportunities for you to connect better with yourself, right? The more I learn how to connect with myself and I practice and I get it down, I'm going to be bringing things to you because you need to now understand how to connect to yourself. If we are all the medicine, then we have to understand how to connect to ourselves, to heal, to not have any emotion, but to be able to handle those emotions when they come up. when somebody is addressing me wrong, when somebody is not as like-minded as I thought, when I feel used or played, I have to be able to handle those emotions. Excuse me. I have to be able to handle those emotions. And that means developing emotional intelligence, which that sounds big, but really it's just being able to be self-aware and seeing myself, being able to observe my feelings biasly. Like, okay, I was wrong right there, my bad. Or I was right there. Okay, cool. Right? Like, and not feeling like I told you I was right. See what? Like, being able to manage my emotions, being able to see somebody else's emotions. So, okay, they looking like okay, I'm reading their body language and they looking like they're getting upset. So let me step back for a minute because that's not my intention. So I want to be intentional about things. And then self-management. Like, all right, I am upset. They did just trigger me, so I'm finna leave. Like, I'm not even finna stand here with this ghetto shit. I'm finna go. Like, whatever it is, or this person, they baby mama just popped off. They acting like I'm the one. Like, I'm real triggered. I'm finna leave. Like, whatever it is, whether you gotta say what you finna do before you leave, or you just dip out, being able to express and articulate that, and then execute on whatever it is that you expressed. Not saying I should have left, but I had to knock his ass out because he had me fucked up. Like, no, that's not okay. But sometimes you might have to do that a couple times to get to where we need to get to. So don't feel like if you're not there yet, it's never gonna happen for you. No, sometimes we have to fall. Like I be falling, okay, scraping my knee, or that. Okay, or that. I be falling, but it's just giving me data and exposure to where I need to work on. Like, oh, all right, you can be lonely with no people for this amount of time, and then you need to be around people. And I want you to choose the people that you're around so that you don't just accept any old body that comes in during this vulnerable time, right? So setting up a system for myself, like this is the stuff that we're going to be talking about in my group. Okay, one, this is the stuff that we talk about in Legacy Leap. So if you are not a member, if you are ready to cultivate your character, tap it with me. Legacy Leap is about doing the inner work. It's about us meeting every single day, Sunday to Sunday, every single day. On Sundays, we do our strategy success sessions. On Thursdays, we have master classes. Okay, master classes within the group. So I have licensed therapists. I have um, millionaires, thousandaires, coaches, on various topics, you name it, solutions, literally, for you to start becoming who you're destined to be, developing those skills, that external skill and skill internally, that skill for you to breathe when you're upset. Don't slap no hoes, just breathe, okay? The skill for you to walk away, the skill for you to impeccably listen to yourself. If you hear higher self, or the better half of yourself, whatever you want to call it, saying it's time to go, but you hear what I call little Victoria or little foundational self saying, nah, let's scrap. You need to listen to the softer voice and being able to do that, because we all hear it like, oh, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't eat that. But then the other side be like, I mean, it's only one time. I mean, what, you know what I mean? Like, so it's about committing to ourselves, really committing to ourselves, and having like-minded community where we can say, hey, I messed up, or hey, I did this well, and we're actually celebrated, right? We do Q&A sessions, right? We're gonna do meetups eventually, because I like to pull up on people. I ain't even gonna hold you, but trips where we're actually releasing. Like, I want to have so many opportunities for growth in all of my programs that it's no way you if it's you like, if you don't grow, if you don't heal, if you don't, it's you, right? And so that's what I tell myself, like, how much effort am I putting? So if you're ready to put effort into actually cultivating your character, whether that means getting out the whole phase, and the whole phase is not just about fucking. The whole phase is, I'm desperate for love, attention. I'm desperate for a man. I don't know my self-worth. I'm so desperate. I don't know my self-worth. So I act in these ways. I move in these ways. I'm always getting hurt. I'm always getting played, and I haven't fixed anything. So now I'm realizing it's probably me. I'm the common denominator, and I need to build up the character so I can be of value. So I can see my value and be of value. That is Legacy League. But say you don't want to be a Legacy League. You just want to get a couple sessions in. We are doing our emotional interactive inner emotional healing workshops. It's going to be every Thursday. Every Thursday. Make sure you get in now at the special price of $37. It's literally only $37, which is crazy because it comes with a thick workbook, a inner workbook that I created with some help from my amazing guests who have given me some tools and tips to help you on your journey connecting with self. That's major. Okay. That's major. So these are evidence-based questions that I've studied, used, or gotten from professionals, and I've put them all in one place. And then we're going to go through it together, bro, for $37. Listen, okay, because I know my genius is worth more than that, but I really want to be with the people and help the people. So did what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm doing. So tap in, tap in, tap in, because I can guarantee you the price is going up. Okay. The price is going up, 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 up. And I know my worth today, but I want this to be the price. I want this to be the price because I want you to grow with me. Right. And I want you to actually get some good results, and then you could be like, nah, she worth that. She worth that right there. But it's really, are you worth that? Because I know I'm good. You see me out here. Like, I used to be a catfish. If you didn't know, I didn't want to be myself. I didn't have no emotion for how me with catfishing was hurting anybody else. I just knew I was hurting, and that was it. I just knew I needed attention, and that was it. I was very narcissistic about the situation, right? I just felt like, oh, I mean, what? I lied, but like, my heart is still golden. Like, I didn't understand how I was hurting other people, but other people didn't understand how I was hurting. Like, what kind of pain was I in to want to catfish you in the first place? I couldn't just pull up and be like, hi. Like, I had to come say that I was a light-skinned girl that you might like, but I never got a no. I never got a no from this picture. So, it was a psyche shift that I had to make, right? And so going from that person who had no self-worth at all, couldn't even look herself in the mirror, to now loving myself unconditionally, making sure that I'm acting on whatever awareness that I have, I'm executing on that, having the confidence to tell people, hey, I don't think this is the right thing. Maybe we need to think about this, whatever the case may be, having the confidence to create, period. Because we all got thoughts in our head. We all are just a VA away from our goals. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all have amazing potential, but we live in a world with no emotion that is constantly conditioning us to lower our values, to lower our self-worth, to not see ourselves, to believe in self-limiting beliefs. And then we act on this no emotional world. We act in this capitalist world. We don't realize that you can't be a capitalist and a capitalist and a compassionalist. Like, a lot of times it's hard to be one, but I just feel like if I'm serving from purpose. And if I'm serving from purpose, then my purpose should be paid. You don't gotta pay me, pay my purpose for helping you heal, right? You can sign it, whoever, like, you can whoever, okay? God is moving through me and allowing me to open up doors, okay? Pay the doorman. Like, somebody got to get paid, though. You should be paying for this because we had to pay for this. Healers had to pay for this. We had to go through it, right? What? The first 60 days when you break the trauma bond, you don't think I was paying? I didn't played in blood, sweat, and tears. Okay. I didn't played in blood, sweat, and tears, living in my car. Like, I don't even live in my car right now, but I be in my car. Like, my room is, that's why people walking. Like, my room is literally right here. Like, but I don't be in my, because I'm comfortable here, because this is my safe place, because I'm almost priming myself to live in my car again, because I used to live in my car and I was doing amazing and great. So it's just that battle. It's just having that battle with self. Being able to, I don't even call it a battle, it's being able to constantly to confidently and consistently be self, having the battle to be self, like saying, hey, this is who I'm going to be now, and acting on that every single day. That is the battle. The battle to wake up and say, yep, okay, I'm healing again today. The battle to say, yep, okay, today I'm going to be the example again today. Like, yes, I want money, but that's not my main goal. My main goal is to for people to tell me you're whatever. I hit a breakthrough. Whatever I did, it helped them executing on whatever I said was the difference that they needed. Those things are the powerful things that I need to see. Like, that is going to propel me so much more than the money. The money is definitely a tool. It's going to help me provide bigger and better solutions and opportunities, right? It's going to help me to provide for my family, but more importantly, it's going to help me provide more solutions and opportunities, and being able to create aha moments, being able to help people connect to themselves again, being able to help people break down and see, okay, I have been suppressing these emotions for years. That's changing my life. Being able to see that, help somebody through that, that is what's changing my life. That's what makes me feel good. That's what I'm good at. Creating an understanding, helping somebody understand something, that is A1 for me. So I feel like we're in this space now where a lot of people are getting on board of doing their healing work. So I don't not have hope in the fact that the world will get to a place of having emotion, but I still have to be armored because I understand that I live in a world now that doesn't have emotion. And so it will take time. If you are a person who's dealt with the world and its non-emotion heaviness, then connect with me. Let's talk. Let's vent about it. Let's find a middle ground. Let's set our boundaries so that the world doesn't just eat us up and spit us out. Walk with me. I'm here to walk with you. I'm just honored. I'm really blessed to be able to say that I've made it through so many challenges and levels in my life. So now I'm here and I can help you, and you don't have to feel like, oh, the world just has no emotion. Like, the world's view, it's based on some type of no emotion right now. The culture is, but there are people who care. And you've stumbled across one, and I have so many other people in my back pocket that are here and ready to help you and be with you and guide you. So, honey, they be doing it for me, they're gonna do it for you, male, female, whoever you are. We don't care about that. We're all about growth and healing, development, becoming who we say we're supposed to be. Like, if you said it, if you can dream it up, you're supposed to be it. Like, let's do it with morals. Don't come out here and telling me you're supposed to be some wild stuff. Like, I don't think so. I mean, I'm gonna need you to go back, try it again. Like, okay. But other than that, baby, yes, like, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So I love you. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I hope that this resonated with someone. If you are ready to commit to yourself, right? If you're ready to commit to your own character building, your own consistency, your own inner healing, if you're ready to start with your self-paced inner workbook, tap in. You can definitely reach, I don't know if the website is up. It is up. Like, you can go to it, but it's not up. So don't go to it, but it's cultivatingcharacter.me. Cultivatingcharacter.me. That's where you can find all of the digital products that will help you cultivate your character. A melanated definitely has all of the resources as well. And then I have some great things coming pretty soon. I have some great things coming pretty soon. And I'm just grateful to be able to create this space. And the more that I realize that that's what I'm doing, the more it's like, oh yeah, I need to get this out to the people, whoever needs it. Like, I love you, whoever needs it. I love you, and I'm going to make sure that every day I wake up, I do something to heal myself. And when I realize that it works for me, I'm going to share it with you. And so I'm just going to keep doing that and keep doing that, so you can count on me to be here, whether I'm posting solo videos or I'm posting just guest videos. We're going to be here building the Disney of healing. protecting and developing, cultivating our emotional intelligence. So, peace and healing, y'all. This was a good little talk. I don't know what I talked about, but hopefully I wasn't just rambling. I did want to tell you about the new spaces that I created because it made me feel proud. But other than that, like, I hope that this was good for you. Ponder, meditate on it, see where it fits. How can you create more emotions in your world? How can you stop stuffing them? How can you acknowledge the emotions that you have now? Write them in the comments below. I want to know. Let's talk about it. I'm active on here, so let's do it. Okay, whether you're listening or watching, and if you're listening, tap into the visual on YouTube and subscribe, guys, please, because I would really appreciate it. We're on the path to 1,000 subscribers, and your subscriptions are greatly appreciated. It supports the team so much. It supports the team so much. You see me, but it's we have a team of people that make this possible. Whether it looks ratchet or not, it's a team of people that make this possible. So I am grateful for my team. I am grateful for you. As always, peace and healing. Do some healing. Make sure you do some healing today. I'm out.